Boom. How do we know when the shorts have covered? As in, how do we know when the squeeze has squoze? How do we know exactly when it is time for us to reach Tendy-town and cash out? I don't even know what the sell button is. How do I do this? Well, you have Andrew, Mo Money, and Professor Meatball on your side to learn about exactly that. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Hello. The subscribe button is right down below. The like button is as well. We have some important news to cover about FINRA, because FINRA has been one of our moments of gold, our sources of truth about how much of the short volume has yet to be covered. Why is that so important, and why is that essentially indicative of the squeeze happening, yes or no? It's a binary squeeze, right? The squeeze has to happen in the short sense. Gamma squeezes can roll around every single week. It's about the fact the small weekly closings where we see massive price rips are gamma squeezes because the short squeeze has not yet happened. How do we know this? The FINRA report. We are going to be tracking the FINRA report every single 2-week period. In fact, the next one is tomorrow, so I hope you guys are going to be here with us live streaming that. But for today, we're going to cover why FINRA reporting inaccurate total trade volumes could be a big nail to the coffin of how can we even hold the truth in our hands of whether or not shorts are being covered, because that is one of the major indicators of when you feel like you can start buying and selling. Without that indicator, it's going to be way harder to navigate this field. But luckily, you have Andrew Mo Money here to explain a little bit more about the FINRA reporting inaccurate total trade volumes. This person is Perry 470. They use the Fintel to gauge the short interest on any given stock because they thought they were reliable. However, with the latest round of orchestrated flash crashes being done by meme stocks and Fintel actually reporting lower short volume ratio afterwards, I set out to find out exactly what is going on. I'm sure that they had all the right intentions, but however, remember that Perry 470 is not a financial advisor and neither am I. So let's go. Turns out Fintel gets their short volume figure from FINRA's daily short sale volume files. Through that webpage, you can find short volume data for any stock for any given day. For example, today, 2021, 3/22, FINRA maintains that GME had a short volume of 2,300,000 and change with a total volume of 3,800,000 and change. And according to FINRA, total volume is defined as share volume of all executed trades during regular trading hours. So that is just the amount of volume that exists between everyone trading, right? Between 6:30 a.m. over here, PST, of course, so that's 9:30 on the East Coast, and 1 p.m. PST, which is 4 p.m. EST on the East Coast. So this is a very set amount of time where this contributes to the definition of share volume. So here it is. All right, so that's cool and all, but what is wrong? Well, the problem is that the total volume figure reported by FINRA is off, and the fact that services like Fintel uses FINRA's short volume data to calculate short volume ratio presents inaccurate data to the public. For example, Fintel is, what's going on, Rosa Daza? Thank you so much for the super. I'll cover in a second. For example, Fintel is currently reporting a 23% short volume ratio for GME as of 2021, 3/22. The way that they calculate short volume ratio is simply take the short volume figure from FINRA, which is that number that we just covered in a second ago, and divide it by the total volume. But Fintel is showing 10 million as a total volume for GME. What? And now we are going to the what? Let's see. Yahoo Finance shows that GME has a volume of 9 million. WeBull shows that GME has a volume of 10 million. Robinhood shows the same, and Fidelity shows roughly the same. So you get the picture. 4 sources confirm GME has a total volume of 10 million on 3/22. Why the heck is FINRA reporting only 3.8 million as the total volume? Yes, they are aware that FINRA breaks down their report by markets. They specifically did the analysis based on their consolidated data across markets B, NASDAQ, TRF, Chicago, Q, NASDAQ, TRF, Cataret, and N, NYSE, TRF. So what the heckaroonie and cheese? Once they start questioning that, they had to check FINRA's short volume report for a longer time span for GME. Turns out FINRA has been underreporting total volume for all tickers since ever. Here, they compare what FINRA is reporting versus what Yahoo and Fidelity are reporting. Blue, FINRA, red, Yahoo, yellow, Fidelity. But as you can see, can I actually see this picture? Ooh, okay, let's take a look. Okay, so that is, it seems like FINRA has been, the message of the story is consistently lower than Yahoo and Fidelity reports. As you can see, Yahoo and Fidelity are pretty much aligned 100% on what total volume is, but FINRA never reported even remotely close to what the others are reporting. Again, keep in mind the FINRA data I use in analysis is consolidated across markets. The ramification of using FINRA's short volume and total volume of what everyone else is reporting is underestimating short volume. So this is really important, right? We are taking their report as truth because so many of the market takes this as truth as well. If you are thinking, okay, then FINRA is just invalid now. Not necessarily. FINRA, if it was truly invalid, is something that is going to be, everybody has to take it seriously. It's kind of like the uncle at the dinner party that makes some valid points. And even if you don't believe in them, every mom and dad do, and especially Aunt Baru, and Aunt Baru is your favorite aunt. You have to take care of her. Okay, this is the most important piece. Why does FINRA reports matter? Because it's one of the only ways that we can take a source of truth and everybody else tackles it and pulls pieces apart from it. If it's not accurate, then that is a huge issue downstream. Okay, the ramification of using FINRA's short volume and the total volume for everyone else is reporting is underestimating the short volume ratio. If we go by the total volume reported by FINRA, we actually get this number divided by this number, 61% of short volume ratio. However, sites like Fintel uses this number and it gets 23% short volume ratio. This difference is dramatic. The questions that need to be answered are, number one, what is FINRA reporting? Number two, why do the total volume they report so different than everyone else's? Number three, how confident and reliable is their short data volume data then? Number four, if their consolidated data turns out to be not consolidated, are they deceiving the public in the services like Fintel report a fraction of the short volume ratio as a result? For the record, they did check under other stocks. FINRA always underreports the total volume. Too long didn't read. FINRA allegedly report inaccurate total volume in their short sale volume daily, and services like Fintel uses them as a result, gives them inaccurate short volume ratio. Special thanks to AMC Stock Discord for helping with the research. So with that said and out of the way, is this scary? Because at the end of the day, this could be a simple reporting or data pipeline or just a rules and regulations difference, right? Calculations across different boards could be different. However, if you take the predefined term, something that everyone can agree on, and then say, this is the number for total shares today. And then someone else says, okay, well, I'm going to use your denominator, even though I am reporting a different denominator and I don't agree with your calculation, and take that as what I think total shares means. That is where the trouble lies. So even if there are no malicious actors in this situation, this is very dangerous to the public perception of how many shorts there are left. And the more shorts that there are left, the greater the chance of that short squeeze. Once there are no shorts left, and if we can even trust the reporting of FINRA at this rate, we have been notified that the squeeze has been squoze. So once more, if you guys like that video, make sure to hit that subscribe button nice and hard. It's a juicy smack on the top of that like button, as well as appreciating these people, one from the Moon Platoon, other the Billionaire, and then the Meatball the Space Legend tier. Without them, the show would just not happen. And I really do appreciate all of those that have gone down to the description and press that join button next to the subscribe button to join them and the end screen, or next to the Patreon link, which also gets you there. For now, but not for forever, I'll see you in the money.